everybody. Welcome to episode, 83?
83.
Of Wingman's Hangar. If you're new to the show, this is where we talk about everything to do with Descent Underground. We give you an update on what the team's been doing this week, where we're going, and we get to meet some of the team members and what they're up to as well. So welcome to the show. I'm Eric, Wingman Peterson.
Rob, Designopotamus, Irving.
And you're not.
And you are so lucky for it.
They're much cooler than us. First of all, we got to say big thanks to all our backers for being there and being part of this process. And come to the forums, make sure you participate in what's going on. You have a voice, and we want to make sure that you get in there.
And welcome all the new ones.
Yeah, all the new backers. Yeah, thank you very much. That's usually the end of the show. We could just, why don't we just end it? We just go right
done.
to the end.
That's
We're finished. So what did we do this week? Well, first of all, it was Thanksgiving last week, right? So we had 3 or 4 or 5 days off in a row. It was pretty nice to get that going.
1.7 Robs now, you think?
I'm still at 1.5 Robs. Thank you very much. We're Proving Grounds too. We had a build going Proving Grounds test.
Yes.
We're testing the radar, the new HUD.
Corporate War?
Turrets are still in there.
Yep.
Corporate War. Oh man,
Corporate
you
War.
guys really, those of you in Proving Grounds right now, please enjoy Corporate War. We're making a few changes to it, but it is probably the most fun thing we've got going right now in the game.
It's going to be really awesome when we get 12 people in during one of our live streams.
That's crazy. Well, we're doing that. We're doing that. So remember,
right after the show.
After the show, if you're in Proving Grounds, we're going to be playing with you guys. Now, if you're not in Proving Grounds, we'll be playing production. We'll play one round with the Proving Grounds members, and then we'll play dev play with you guys right after that. So hang around for that. Sentinel Orb and Scrambler, which Mike will be showing on screen right about now. Yay! Look at those things. So, what are those Sentinel Orb and Scrambler? Tell us what those are.
Okay, so Sentinel Orb and Scrambler are the specialty gadgets for a couple of our ships. The Sentinel Orb is used by the Predator. It's to aid your radar detection of enemies, and it sort of acts as an additional radar base.
Kind of an extender as well.
You get more information because you can basically spot check the map when you're not there.
Right.
So that you can see what's going on in places that you're not.
Okay.
The Scrambler is for the Shaman particularly. It is a radar disruptor. So,
counterbalance. The funny, the Shaman is getting to be powerful, and the Warlock, man, both those things
Warlock is loads of fun now. The Warlock is perfect for Corporate War.
Yeah, exactly.
It finally has its place in life.
So, rather than us talking about it, why don't we just show them? So let's take it to this week's studio stage.
Ho, ho, ho!
Shield. A cooking missile. Plasma cooking missile.
This'll roast your goose.
Smoke missile.
Your goose is cooked.
We've been busy.
Yeah, I like it. So Studio Snapshot's really cool. Now, because both Lou and Kaji are in, Finland and Germany, so they don't get Thanksgiving. Bummer for you, but good for us because we get this really cool.
We get to eat all the calories all by ourselves.
No, just we get to see all the cool artwork that they're doing.
That
while
too.
we're doing this. Yeah. So we also, Kaji's right now working on the new modular map bit. So if you're one of those modders out there that are making maps for the game, get ready. You've got a lot more greebles.
You just like saying
I
Greebles.
like saying greebles. I can't help it. Single-player core art concepts. We're working hard on single-player right now. We've got the first map that we've kind of playing with and trying to figure out whether that's map 1 or map 3, because it's kind of a big one.
It is probably a little too advanced for the very first map in the game.
But it's usable. It's pretty cool.
Oh, no, it's definitely usable.
Yeah. So we've got the single player mapped out. We're building the maps for it right now. We've got the 100 bots in right now. We're building. I guess we'll be moving on to the next one after that. So
many bots.
Yeah, many bots. Holiday silliness. So you guys.
I like how you say that.
Yeah, well, we had the Halloween stuff, and we had the pumpkin as the mega missile.
Indeed.
We had the crazy ship art on the Typhoon and the Predator. And so we have a few things like that coming for Christmas. So you won't see them in today's production schedule, I don't think, or in Proving Grounds. But you're going to see some pretty neat stuff. It's Christmas, so you got to have Christmas stuff in the game, and you guys look forward to that and have fun with it. Also, we have a production release coming, and so in order to get the production release, a lot of bugs have been fixed. So what we have to do?
A ton of bugs.
What do we do?
Throw a Pixley at it.
Throw a Pixley at it. Did you ever notice that Pixley kind of smells when you throw a Pixley at it? It's got this odor that comes right at you through the screen.
I think that might be you.
Oh, it probably is. Uh-oh. I'm taking a smelfie. Not good. Well, let's take a look at our Steam Review of the Week. Right, so this is where we highlight a review from Steam. If you guys have given us a thumbs up, then great, we're going to put you in there. If you give us a thumbs down, well, you probably won't make the show. Just saying. From Geek Tendo, I recently got to play this on full graphics settings, and I was blown away at the difference it makes. It was night and day different. This team has nailed the feel of the original Descent games. I love how they're incorporating a little bit of old and a little bit of new in the game. And I'm eager to see how they implement the mining mechanic that they've been toying around with. Corporate war, Rob.
Corporate war.
I know it. I have a lot of hope for this game. I believe the devs are the right group of people who should be working on this right now. If you're a fan of the original Descent, this will scratch that itch. You might want to watch a few videos to get the feel of the gameplay first. I recommend the game, but I have been a fan of the series since I was little. Wow, that is the Steam review of the week.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, first, we love the Jitras Stinger, and we missed Jitras being part of the show.
It's a little bit of a tease, I guess, there.
It is, but we have some news on Jitras. Jitras is going to the hospital. He's in the process of getting well. We wish you here at Descent Underground a speedy recovery, Jitras. We have nothing. Our prayers are with you. Everything we can do, let us know if there's anything we can do to help, because we want to get you and your videos back on the show. So get well soon. And now it's time for...
Howdy ho.
Heidi ho. Ships for the multiplayer. There are, but currently not in the phase 1 iteration we're working on right now. We've got some other stuff coming, including harvesters, avatars, things for people to live in, and then vehicles that go, what is it called? Extra outside the mines. What do we say? Into space. Extracurricular activities.
Extra something.
Just said
no,
Surgical High School. No.
Yeah, it's
We can't use that.
Keeps his weed in there.
It's crap. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, there are ships planned, but nothing that we're going to be. We don't have like a ship pipeline right now. We're pretty much done with the ships. Now we're going to be doing the noses, wings, tails, paint jobs, things of that nature to let people customize their ships. And then eventually we'll put other ship types in there, but we're just still balancing the nine that we have. And we still have the Razorback, which we're not sure what we're going to do with yet. So, I mean, we should do something with that ship. It was the first ugly ship we had in the game at the very beginning during the Kickstarter. So it's got to go somewhere in there. Even if it's crashed into a rock or something, we got to have it in there somewhere.
Into the same file as Something Wonderful.
Oh. Let me get the shirt off. Yeah, we'd like to do that, but
for the rest of the team.
yeah, it's kind of hard to do, isn't it? Because we're kind of dispersed right now. We don't have, well, frankly, we don't have a large coffer of funds to host a Christmas party right now. So,
What can we get for $5?
I'm still
I'm
trying
gonna
to
take
figure out
everybody
how
to
to
McDonald's.
feed up a vegan.
Well, usually, to be honest, what we usually do though is every week when we film Wingman's Hangar or we have an underground meeting, we go as a team to lunch. So maybe next Christmas we'll host. Bah humbug. So no.
No, that's the short answer.
What do you think nanofac means, people? Nanofactory. They build things. What do they build? They build bots.
And there are also bots who build bots. We just don't.
And I know Lou's not here right now, but we are working we've got this whole materialization kind of effect that we're putting into the game at some point that looks pretty stinking cool. Right now they just sort of come in and they're there. We want to make them more of a grand entrance, like oh, but it's out there. So you'll start seeing nanofactories actually doing their job rather than just appearing out of nowhere. Rob, you want to take this?
We got one here. This is one of the newer headsets here.
That is not the
Thanks, Jordy LaForge.
Yeah. Jordy LaForge.
So see,
God, when I did that with my last
actually
headset,
it's pretty
it broke.
thin, but it's cool.
I would imagine that they would have at least the technology we have nowadays. Then again, everything
Everything's exactly the same, but
space
this is
is
going to space.
expensive and hard to maintain. So you keep things as slapdash as possible out there. And
Plus the whole
On the
nausea
fringes.
while you're at your day job.
But he's asking about in fiction. You're in a harvester and you're in a drone pod and you've got VR goggles on and you're playing, in your pod. I mean, that's the fiction. But we don't want to get. There's going to be, there's not just one type of harvester. There's also very successful companies that have big harvesters. There's, some that are not so successful that you may just have that thing Kaji showed, a pair of glasses or whatever. You're sitting in your bunk. So there are a variety, as Keith suggested, but ultimately you're still in a what's like a drone pod or like situation. Now that doesn't mean that you're always going to be there. There are pilots that think that you should be in the cockpit.
Yeah, and the other thing is, tactically speaking, they would most likely, for the health of the ship and the crew, they would make it so that what you're doing is visible to your, say, flight commander / your ship commander. So they know what's going on for training purposes. For instance, they can see what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So it's probably going to be something that there is at least some outward display of, even if you have something on your head.
Yeah. Well, we've talked, maybe you don't have a VR goggles on. Maybe you have the screens in front of you.
Yeah, my interpretation of it had always been like the cockpit that we have in the game now is the drone pod and everything else is on screens and there's like holography going on to give it a sense of depth,
Sure.
Science display nonsense.
So maybe we can do it this way. Maybe we can do it this way, right? The VR cockpit is the VR goggles. The regular cockpit is your on screen.
But the VR cockpit and the regular cockpit are the same.
Pixley, yes.
All right. So this is down to a little thing we like to call integers versus floating point numbers. Basically, we display health as integers like 1, 2, 3, but those aren't the actual value. That's not the precise value. It's actually stored as a floating point number, which you can imagine is like a decimal number. It just has some funky programming properties. But basically, it's a number with an arbitrary number of decimal places after it. So if you take, you can take half points of damage, you can take quarter points of damage, like you can take an arbitrary amount of damage within the span of one integer, and that gets rounded to the nearest integer when playing. So if you are at 0 to 0.5 non-inclusive health, you're going to show at 0 health, but still be alive. The most common situation where this would happen is if you take missile explosion damage, because that's calculated by a linear fall off. So if you're not an integer amount away from that, or mines, or basically any explosion.
Mining laser damage would be the same thing because it's calculated on a per tick basis, although it's done mostly in whole units for the most part. If you happen to have your Panzer shield up, and it's possible that you've been taking half damage on that, that would be non-integer values as well.
Just know that you're at point something health.
It's not good.
Yes, you don't want to be there anyway.
It is bad.
You're hurting for certain.
Well, I mean, you can keep them in the POM and just have the spawn points not respawn them. That is already totally doable with some of the power-ups, not all of the power-ups.
Yeah, I mean, to be, as far as internal production goes, the best way to do that would just be to drop straight up power-ups into level instead of using spawners. But for the map packs, obviously, those don't apply. I mean, the best options I can think of are either using naming the indicators you put in your maps to specify whether they respawn or not. Or in the case of a single-player map, I mean, how many things would respawn? You could just specify in your specification that nothing's intended to respawn.
Yeah, most single player I would think it'd be spawn once, right? And then because that's kind of how you control the balance of the thing.
Yeah, we'll need
Otherwise,
to be able. We'll need to extend that functionality for all the power-up types or the spawner types before we release them to the public, because we do need that for single player. Like we've had trouble with that with the PUM spitting out the extra weapons, whether we want them or not.
Extra turrets.
Well, not extra turrets, just extra lasers.
Just let me build my base and let the bots come to me.
You and your base building, Peterson.
That has not been implemented yet.
Unless you're in the bot. And you can shoot at him. That would be cool. Corporate war with that. That's kind of like minor mayhem with just each person's their own guy or their own team.
So anarchy corporate war.
I suppose that we could do something like that. I mean,
That's actually a good idea. Then whoever has the most stuff wins.
If we did that, we'd probably have to make it so that the ore was stored at your base in a place that could be taken away again.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Where would your base even be in a non-team match?
Well, I don't really have enough bases on the map right now, but that could be.
Why would we want them to take it away? Because you're not having someone who can guard. So
because we're meanies.
Fair enough.
It does give you a chance to come back, though. Of course, but the problem with that is it also allows for trolling, where you get a group of 4 or 5 people just go take everything away from one person. It could really ruin their game. It's fun, except you can't steal from each other.
Well, you can't if you blow up their Goliath.
Yes.
You can't. You can blow up any of their ships to
take their stuff,
which is a strategery.
Plus, we need to get the ore watchers in there so that you can actually see when somebody else is.
I liked when the Goliaths would try to block up my base with bricks, because then I just mine the bricks and pick up the ore and go into my base. I'm like, thank you, free ore.
I think the bricks right now are dropping too much, though. That might be
no.
Depends. I mean, they're supposed to. Right now, those numbers are a little wonk anyway, because you only use, I think, 2 ore to make a brick.
Yeah, and then the way it's currently set up is that if you hit it with a good enough mining laser, you get a full refund.
Mm-hmm.
You also, but we no longer spawn with 2 ore or 4 ore in the Goliath anymore, right? It's just
internally that has not gone
coming to every map, right?
Yeah.
I'm working on it. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, where are you putting them in the Valor?
Valor is not going to have any rocks.
You could put them in the secret area, I guess. You could you have to mine through the secret area to get, or through the.
You put them enough to navigate.
There's that big central room with the pillars, and you could put like a big column of rocks there.
You could do that. True, that's true. You could put them in there, or you could put them on the floor, or the ceiling, for instance.
No, that's really the one room. That's the one room that there's enough room, I think.
Yeah, the ceiling would work well, or into a corner, like into some of those 2 corners where the one entrance is down below and then the other's the shelf.
Yeah, or that one cutout where there's guns. There's or I think there's 2 guns there or something like that.
Oh, that's the quads and the smart.
Yeah.
That area is the red team spawn. Then the blue team spawn is in the side tunnel.
Ooh, that makes it very unbalanced.
Yeah, I would think we would block up the mega tunnel.
Well, for sure we'd block up the mega tunnel.
Yeah, we're wandering far afield.
That's okay. It's kind of fun to do these things.
Yeah, we're almost due for a wing noob because no one's been sending video questions.
Bye, everybody. See you all underground. Underground.
Green.
Welcome to Most Valuable Post, where we recognize a member of our community who's made a positive contribution to Descent Underground. This week, we honor somebody who, they really helped out with a kind of sticky bug and gave us some really great information to get through it. So congratulations, Raptor. You made this week's Most Valuable Post. Thanks, Raptor.
Wow. That is a lot of MVPs for Raptor.
He's been MVP.
I know. So because of that, we're going to upgrade him to the contributor medal. and he's going to get all the benefits like the secret forum. The forum for contributors.
Secret
It's
forum.
not secret. People can see it.
It's not
but
secret
he can
anymore.
post in it now, right? Right. So
Now, like 3 people know
and he
that.
helped Elfindreams out. So with that was really cool of him to do. That's why he won the MVP. And speaking of Elfindreams, let's get an update on where we are with Good Old Games, or GOG for those
Great
of us.
Old Games?
It's Good Old Games.
Good old games. I think
What's
they're
up,
great.
Elf?
Well, Wingman, we've got GOG Galaxy working with GameStorm. Just a few more pre-flight checks to go, and we'll be ready for launch. Back to you.
Thanks, Elf. We're looking forward to it. And I know some of the fans are looking forward to activating their GOG accounts.
It's really, it's exciting. We're getting out there in so many different ways.
I know. I
That's
think it's a whole nother
pretty
group.
cool.
Yeah, and also we put, I think, offline play so people can play the game offline, not necessarily multiplayer, but
Well, yeah, that would be challenging.
yeah, like versus bots or survival or
You
something.
could run back and forth down the street carrying your next move.
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of these fiction bits, some documentary pieces, some other things like that, to kind of give you a hint of what we're doing fictionally with the game. And if you watch the show, and why wouldn't you? Well, there's lots of reasons not to. But anyway, if you are, you can watch all the bits and pieces. You can piece together what's going on in the future world. And with that, let's take another look at Corporate Zeros.
Thanks for connecting back up with us. We need to let people know the truth.
The truth. If I had that, I'd probably be retired by now. Look, I've only got a few minutes, so let me ask you a question so I can suit up.
Your op suit, right?
Yeah, it keeps us comfortable, hydrated, and so on while we're running a 12-hour day cycle.
So you can't leave your pit then?
During a hot fight? No. That bogey chasing me through the tunnels won't wait a few minutes while I run to the head.
I suppose not.
More exotic versions are always being whispered about in the works. I usually give my engineer's ramblings on the matter a little heed until she mentions something particularly terrifying. Last week, she saw an article that postulated the benefits of removing the drone's operator's brain and wiring him in directly. If she begins measuring my cranium,
Yee.
Well, I don't think they'll go there. We look better on camera this way, and it helps people place us in the pecking order. Everyone wears some kind of uniform when they work for the corporations. The uniform shows us what kind of training and experience you have. Life is cheap, but training isn't, right? The more you know, the more you can do, and the more valuable you become. Well, at least until you know something you're not supposed to. Maybe that's why my old engineer went rogue.
Did he attack you?
No. He fled the corporation and leaked some secrets. Still have a picture of him.
A picture like a hard copy?
Well, more like a wanted poster. I have hard copies of my mother and my little brother. But I put most of those away. I've got another old picture of my harvester director issuing me a commendation. He flew back in the day when pilots still risked their lives and had a rebuilt body to prove it. He died an old man, full of days.
I wish we could have talked with him.
I kept another photograph. The whole crew on shore leave, celebrating a big victory. Serving with the drone operators is still an honor that few people will ever claim.
I can see the attraction.
Yeah, well... Glory is a strong motivation, but public opinion is a fickle thing. The heroes of today can easily be forgotten by tomorrow, and I've seen how quickly the Metrocorps erase the memory of the once honored operators who disappointed the executives.
Yeah, good point.
That picture is the last truly carefree moment I had before the riots back on Earth, and my family. I remember the director giving us a final pep talk before that battle. That photo reminds me when it actually was proud to be a rock jock. Listen, I need to go.
Ooh.
And the award for Best Actor goes to...
Drama on the set. Way to go, Viewmaster. It's time to check in with Lindsay of the social media headquarters for this week's marketing moment.
Hey Dissenters, it's Lindsay Ferris Martin, and hey, it's not just December, it is December. I know, that was really cheesy, but hey, that's what I'm here for, to bring the cheese. And exciting news about some awesome sales that we have going on this month. So stay tuned to all of our posts that are coming up. We have some really, really awesome, unique sales coming up, but we also have some really cool exclusives and behind the scenes. So if you're a Dissenter fan, you're in for a ton of treats this month, but most importantly, some awesome sales and rewards for being such an awesome fan. And if you can, spread the word. Spread the merry cheer of Dissenter. Thanks so much. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, Lindsay. We love to see what she's up to and what's going on.
I didn't even know we had a social media headquarters.
She had exactly. Do you know she has actually managed to bring our audience metrics down? We've got younger audience now, which is good because us old guys are so
not because us.
No. It's good for us. It's good for the whole community. By the way, guess whose birthday it is?
Mine?
No, not yours.
Oh,
it's Drillsy's. So we decided to do a little Drillsy cartoon for you. So let's get our Drillsy scripts, and we'll Drillsy this out.
We're not singing, right?
No. Thank God for everybody out there. So you can leave your speakers on. All right, you ready? Is everybody ready?
Pantomime.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Ready. Hey, Rob, can I ask you?
I'm busy and I hate you. Go ask Wingman.
Wingman, where do...
Sorry, Drillsy. I'm super busy with this audio stuff. If you need something, go talk to Viewmaster.
Oh, hey, Drizzy, what can I do for you?
Hey there, Viewmaster. May I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Where do little drones come from?
Well, you are 2 years old, so I guess it's time for the talk. So, how to put this?
First of all, happy birthday to Angry Peas for putting that together, and Drillsy, love it. It's good stuff.
2 years of Drillsy.
2 years, and well, it's 2 years of us.
That makes our community awesome.
It does, and we want to congratulate you for that, and we apologize for the horrible acting.
I was gonna say the award for best actor continues not to go to anyone in this room.
Yeah. And if you like making videos for us, or putting things out, getting them on the show, we'll put it up there. I mean, it's going to be better than what we do here. So
yeah, we're shameless.
Put your stuff together, right? So first, we want to thank the Agency Underground. These are people that are streaming our game right now. If you are a streamer or you want to stream your game or you want to make a YouTube video, you can get on this list. We're putting a special page together for you on the new website we're working on that will have your stuff, at least to have a link to all you guys. So thanks to all you guys. Coming up this week at Descendent Studios, production release. We should have a production release. If it's not out already, we're in Proving Grounds now, but we've got a few bugs. It's getting close, right, Pixley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots more single player we're working on. Single player again. Rock. Single player again is not going to be anywhere in production until spring of next year at the earliest, and we're working on that on the side. That's our get out of early access. So it will be in Proving Grounds. The Proving Grounds people are the ones who are going to test single player. So they'll see it. You guys, if you're not in Proving Grounds, you're just gonna have to wait. Sorry. Performance improvements. We're making some performance improvements so that we're trying to get to that 90 frames a second for VR, for Oculus. We've been approved for the Oculus Store, sans not being at 90 frames a second. There are times we drop to the 60s and we need to get everything up. So we're working on that. Rocks. We're working on rocks
everywhere. Well, the Goliath needs its ore so it can make stuff, and well, so the shaman's gonna need ore too.
Right. So this is the first step in upgrades and tech trees and leveling. So we're working on that's kind of the things we'll be talking about, how we can manage the API. We realize that, we want you to level your characters up, or your drone or avatar kind of is the drone right now. We don't have avatars yet. So we know you want to level and move and unlock things. And so that is coming not that soon, but we're working on the system for that. So that's what's going on this week. Thanks to our Underground members. Thanks to our backers and pledgers and people who have joined this community. Thank you guys very much. Be active. Be not an antagonist, but a protagonist for us. Go out there, tell people about us, let people know, get them in the game. Subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch channels. I think we even have a Snapchat, right, Keith?
Yeah.
We're on Snapchat.
I think we got 3 followers.
Wow.
So if you haven't followed us on Snapchat, you're totally not missing anything. But you should. Submit your feedback questions, and we'll get you on the show. If you want to do a video, Wingdoob is warming up in the background. So, who knows when he's going to come back.
Help us.
I know,
Help us, please.
Where are we going to see him? Underground.